are building the LEGO Disney Frozen The Ice Castle set today. 43197. This set was released in 2021, made up with 1,709 pieces and 5 mini dolls. There are also 4 snow geese included in the set. The retail price for this set is 349 Australian dollars, which I think is very, very expensive. So I hesitated a lot before I bought it. But I must say, it does look beautiful. I think the retail price is on the high end because there are a lot of special parts used in this set. We will go into the details in the review part of our video. This is the largest frozen castle released by LEGO. It's absolutely massive. It's actually a really big box given the number of pieces used in the set. I guess that's because we've used a lot of larger pieces in the set. So the finished product will be 65 centimeters tall and 35 centimeters wide. If you like my videos, please don't forget to click the like button below and subscribe to my channel. This will really help my video rankings and help my little channel grow. Let's now open the box and see what it looks like inside. This set is made up with 16 bags of bricks separated into 9 building steps, 1 thick instructions book, and a very shiny large sticker sheet. 1,700 plus pieces is a large project. I will be presenting the speed building part of the video in stop motion mode as usual, and after that we can have a look at the details together. Let's build. Our completed LEGO Disney The Ice Castle set. This is huge. It's so tall I can hardly fit it into my shot. I actually think it's not that much smaller than the Disney castle, although it's used less than half the number of bricks. Huge amount of the height is made up with the spires on top of the castle. So we've got 3 spires on each side, symmetrical, all made up with transparent light blue pieces. The pointy bits are actually light transparent sword pieces. So a very clever use of this piece. Very top spire is made up with transparent blue helicopter piece as well as a sword piece on the very top. Before we go into the details of the castle, let's have a look at the mini dolls first. So we have 5 mini dolls included in the set, not minifigures. I'm sure that's very disappointing for a lot of people, but I personally don't mind mini dolls. I think they look good too. On top of that, we also have 4 snow geese. We've got 2 versions of Elsa included in the set. Let's have a look at the first one, which is Elsa in the frozen snow gown. It's a very beautiful print on the upper body as well as the arm piece of the mini doll. Metallic blue and silver prints, super shiny, especially on the torso part of the mini doll. She's holding 2 ice pieces in both hands, a soft silicone blonde hairpiece, and a really glamorous, beautiful cape that's super sparkly. The torso is also printed on the back, but the dress part of the mini doll has no print on the back. I guess it doesn't matter too much given it's pretty much covered by the huge cape anyway. We have one more version of Elsa that's in a darker evening gown. It looks like torso part is a dual, actually triple mold. We've got 3 colors on the torso part, the hand, the arm, and the dress. Metallic print also on the torso and the dress part. This Elsa also has a beautiful cape, which has a raised metallic print at the end of the cape. Very well printed, looks very elegant. I think a very nice color cape that suits very well with this evening gown look. So this Elsa is holding a wand, I think, and wearing a golden crown. Next we have Anna. Anna is less glamorous than Elsa, which suits her character in the movie too. I think very cute. She's wearing a helmet with pigtail plaits that really suits her, holding a snowball. A much simpler dress on her, also a triple mold torso with 3 colors mixed together. That's black, the light blue, and the skin color on the hand part. A dual mold leg piece, which includes the black boots. And Anna has a very interesting shaped cape, which looks like it's been blown to one side. Actually adds some sense of motion to this mini doll. And it's a very soft material, much softer than this piece on Elsa actually, although it is almost the same color, but this is a much softer fabric. Then we have Kristoff. This is also a much simpler mini doll, a dual molded torso and a triple molded leg piece with the boots part also molded in. Relatively simple print on his torso and no print at the back at all. I think he's holding an oil lamp. The last minifigure in the set is Olaf. Very accurate minifigure. Both the head and body piece are obviously unique to this character. The orange nose on Olaf is an orange unicorn piece. Very clever use of this piece. And we've got a minion hair piece on Olaf's head, which also works very well here. Then we have 4 snow geese in the set. Very simply structured. We've got the printed round headpiece just on a semicircle stud. You actually get a couple extra spare headpieces like that, which you can make extra snow geese for yourself if you do happen to have spare parts for the body. Now let's move on to the actual ice castle. Definitely looks very icy. We've used a lot of transparent blue pieces as well as opalescent blue pieces. So there's a mixture of opalescent blue and transparent blue, which I think works quite well. The opalescent pieces has that sparkle, making it look more glamorous, and the transparent pieces used in the set gives it that more crystal icy look. So I think a mixture actually works quite well. You can see the sparkles on the opalescent pieces that's used on all these posts and all these pointy pieces. These corner pieces are in a transparent blue. That's actually a relatively new Lego piece. The whole castle sits on a white base, which makes sense. We've got some light blue stairs leading us into the castle, and the handrails next to the stairs are also in transparent blue. Most of the patterns used in this set are stickers. We did have a relatively large sticker sheet in the set, but I think it was okay given most of the stickers are actually really big, so I didn't feel like a huge job applying those stickers. The pattern on the balcony here also stickers, but very pretty stickers. Sparkly blue, metallic colors, which is used throughout this build. The balcony can be opened, which makes it a little bit easier to access, and you can see the minifigure a bit clearer. A very grand ice double door. The pattern on it is also a sticker. This can be opened. Very interestingly structured trees on the sides of the castle in a dark blue, which matches well with the rest of the color theme. If we turn the castle around, you can actually see this very long Technic lift arm piece. Inside, surprisingly, there are a lot of technical parts used in this castle, making up the very tall structure. So we've got these two main lift arm pieces. That's in a light blue, so although we can see through the opalescent blue pieces, it doesn't stand out too oddly. Turning the castle around, we have a lot more details here. This is beautiful. We also used a lot of stickers against the back wall on the ground floor. Very pretty stickers, also not too hard to apply, and the patterns on the plaque at the bottom are also stickers. The main feature in the ground floor are these very grand looking stairs. Each stair is actually made up by 1x4 Technic lift arm pieces and lots of Technic connectors attached together, covered by a 1x4 opalescent blue tile. So this is very sturdy and also gives it more flexibility to curve and bend the stairs. Then we have a very pretty ice fountain in the middle as a centerpiece. The pattern on the disc at the bottom is a massive sticker. A white grand piano at the back. This doesn't actually slot in, it's just kind of placed there because it's got these thin legs, so it's not going to slot into the base plate. The sheet music here is a sticker. The lid of the grand piano can be adjusted a little bit. And one of the very few prints used in this set are these piano keys, which now I look at it isn't actually printed perfectly. This one is slightly off center. Not a deal breaker at all, but this is very pretty given the size of it. I think it's quite detailed and well structured. Because the stairs are covered by 1x4 tiles, that also means minifigures can't really slot into the stairs. We can kind of just place the minifigures on. So this part is more for play purpose rather than display purpose. Let's now move on to the first level of the castle. We've got a lot more details here again. The ice throne in the middle as a centerpiece, and we've got a white bust with an ice crown next to it. I quite like the bust, very clean looking with just a monogram minifigure head and pure white headpiece. This looks like a miniature version of the ice castle. We've got a few more stickers used on this level, so the two portraits on the wall are both stickers. This looks like just a portrait of the ice castle, and the sticker on this side is supposed to represent the map of Arendelle. The two drapes behind the throne are also stickers. Super shiny, I can see the sparkly reflection even through the camera. So on the right side of the throne, we've got crystal clear blue crate with some ice skates inside and a crystal ice heart. On the left side of the throne, other than the map in the background, we've got a couple of very unique pieces on the shelf. One is this jewel molded hourglass piece with transparent and a sandy beige color. Other than that, we've got a printed ship in a bottle piece. This is quite rare to see. I haven't seen it in many sets at all. This is also one of the very few prints it used in the set. Both walls can also be adjusted. I don't think there's a lot of space you can access behind it. There's a little bit of storage space behind it, but I guess the main purpose of these adjustment is to make this angled shape. Let's keep moving up. The next level up, we've got the ice bed. Doesn't really explain how you get up to that level. We've got a very nice print on the blanket, and again some transparent blue and opalescent blue pieces around to make it look more icy. Moving up again, there are a couple of doors we can open here with some sticker patterns on the door, and if we open them, there's a little bit of an Easter egg here, a sticker on the wall with Anna and Elsa's photo inside from when they were younger. Keep moving up. On the top of the castle there is a penguin figure. I believe this represents the stuffed toy penguin that belongs to Anna when she's a little girl. There we go, our Disney Frozen Ice Castle set. Definitely on the pricey end again, but it's really beautiful. Definitely the most beautiful ice castle made by Lego. If you are a Frozen fan, this is something you definitely want to get. I'm not crazy about the Frozen movie, but I also find this really nice to look at.